Hey guys, welcome to the Chasing Hyperspace podcast. Um, so I've recorded a couple podcasts too now with friends in them. Uh, I've actually done 3 friends now, but I've only posted the ones with Corinthian. Um, the second friend, we recorded like a 30-minute video, and I think he just wasn't feeling it. He just kind of, uh, 30 minutes into it was just like, are we done? Like, maybe I wasn't the best of host or something like that. I I think they just weren't really expecting to do a podcast with me, so um, I just decided not to upload that one. And then I made one with my buddy, Vinny, and I did. I have yet to upload that one, but I feel like if you guys want to see that one, I will upload it. I just feel like that one was kind of like, I think we were both just honestly like really stoned or something, and just kind of like not, we didn't have like really good energy or something like that. Like, I just thought it could have went better. We could have prepared better. Um, I think the setting of my room is actually really weird. Like, recording a podcast where it's like I'm sitting cross-legged on my bed and they're sitting across like on my bed too. So it's like, I don't know, we're just it's not like a actual studio setup. It's just kind of like a jank kind of setup that's kind of on the fly kind of thing. And I guess all that's it's still gonna be, I'm still gonna save it. I'm gonna hold on to it. I think it's kind of like it'll be a good time capsule kind of thing. Um, but I just kind of feel like um, I haven't really said this to him, but I just kind of feel like me and him were kind of just like competing to kind of say our own narrative kind of thing. And like, it was just kind of weird because it was like, I didn't want to interrupt his spiel of just like his kind of uh his own kind of rant thing. Like, I didn't really want to like interrupt too much into it. But I did say some things, but I just kind of felt like uh in terms of like a genuine discussion, I just feel like that wasn't really like that genuine of a discussion. It was still a discussion, but it just kind of felt like talk, like lecturing or something like that. Um, hey, it is what it is. So, I today am I am gonna vape some fucking weed. Um, I'm going to, okay. Well, I'm just gonna talk about the carnivore diet because I think I'm like 12 days into it right now. I'm not exactly keeping track, but so far the transition has been kind of it's been like, it's had its challenges, but the challenges is not to do with sticking to the diet. It's actually, I find it like surprisingly easy to stick to the diet. It's once I kind of got through like the cravings and stuff, I think it was easier to stick to this diet this time because I just had that in mind to do 30 days. And I think sometimes people with addictions and stuff, they kind of have a rule where it's like, just for today, like just for today, I'm not going to, smoke cigarettes, or just for today, I'm not going to use drugs. So it's like that kind, I think it is in part that kind of idea. Like, I set kind of like a time goal for myself, which was a month. And so I think that kind of made it like, I don't know. It's like, okay, can I do a month? Like, I know I like quit the carnivore diet, but like, can I just do like a month of it? Like, um, and so I'm almost 2 weeks. It's like 12 days or something, and I actually feel I feel pretty good. I feel like my energy is better now than it was before I switched to the, or like, it was kind of like my energy was like this. And then when I did the carnivore diet, it kind of like went down, and then it actually went above the original energy level. Like it ended up being higher. Like I had really good energy today. Um, I ended up cutting out cayenne pepper, basically, uh, like a seasoning. I think I'm actually gonna try black pepper. My buddy was telling me about black pepper, and he was saying he uses it all the time. Like he loves black pepper. So I'm like, might as well give this a shot. You know, I've given a lot of plant compounds like a shot, and like a lot of them just haven't really worked for me. So some things that have worked for me, I guess, is like, um, honestly, I really love mushrooms. So like mushrooms, I don't really know if I have any issues with them. Um, Rice might be one that I don't have. I have yet to really see issues with rice or mushrooms. Uh, well, with the mushrooms thing, one of them was like it could lower cholesterol, and that's actually something I don't want. Just because of like, um, I don't know. I think cholesterol, like as far as I know, I basically like tried to deprogram myself of like the mainstream and shit. So like I've questioned cholesterol because that's a concern of like the keto diet and like carnivores, like high cholesterol. But the way that I kind of, as far as I know, like cholesterol is completely necessary. It's like scat like when you see those commercials on fucking TV of like the blockage in arteries and stuff, the plaque or whatever. It's this weird thing because it's like they show you this damage on the artery or whatever, and it's like it kind of the plaque or whatever cholesterol kind of like builds up on top of the scab, and what they don't tell you is it's it it's like a scab. It's there to heal the artery, and what caused the initial damage was the sugar. That could be wrong, but that's just as far as like I'm aware of cholesterol. Like there's a reason why uh there is cholesterol and like, and just from some of the experiences I've had, like I did a 48 hour fast, and I ate like a couple pounds of bacon, and that felt like amazing to me. Um, so I'm just kind of based off my experience, like I think cholesterol is like a good thing. Um, what else? Okay, so that was just kind of a little rant, but so basically I'm just saying question everything, like question that stuff, like I should question it more, but it's like I'm just saying that maybe there's an alternative perspective on that, you know? That the mainstream. I think there's just kind of a lot of like misconceptions, or and I dropped something. Okay, maybe I'll just I dropped like a little fucking nug on the carpet, so I rescued it. Um, this is Black Widow. I'm gonna be putting in my vaporizer, and I did a session like right before this fucking video, so I'm already pretty stoned. Um, so yeah, my transition into carnivore, I've ran into a few issues with it. It's not so much sticking to the diet, it's not making any mistakes. So some of the mistakes I made was cayenne pepper. I think that one was like just gave me hot pipes or whatever the fuck. And then also I think it fermented in my water jug, And so I took a swig of it, and it tasted like kind of like almost like a alcohol kind of thing. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like the taste of it totally changed because I didn't drink any of it for like a fucking week or something. And so after I did take like a swig of it, like I drank some of it, and I ended up feeling pretty sick later. I think that there's a couple reasons why I could have felt sick. One of them could have been perhaps it's the fat that I consume. I think the fat could have kind of like if animals are fed like grain and soy, and in that grain and soy is like mold or pesticides or any of these toxins that are stored in the fat. It's like um, it's a different kind of food. You're putting some. I don't know. It's not like the. I think the perfect food is probably ruminant animals that are grass fed. Like that is basically the perfect food. I don't know. Um, like um, one thing I was thinking about is how I think my ancestors would have been like carnivores during the winter, especially because everything is just kind of like all the fruit or whatever. If there's even that much fruit back in the day, a lot of it is like mass produced now and genetically modified, like to have more, uh, f- I guess, to produce more food volume or something like that. So back in the day, like a lot of things would have actually been a lot more seedy and a lot more just like not so fruity or good tasting. Um, Not as sugary, just like basically, I don't know, sometimes bitter, that kind of thing. Like looking into where bananas came from is basically what I'm saying. If we knew what a banana actually came from, I don't know, that just makes me not want to eat bananas. Like bananas used to be like extremely inedible, um, just tons of seeds, um, different kind of color to them, and just kind of like it just doesn't look edible. I don't know. And so we've made a lot of food, plants, and stuff into more edible um, products. Okay, but one thing I was thinking about was like, say it was like a winter time, and we had to live off of meat or something like that. People would be like, well, what about potatoes? You can store potatoes, for long periods of time. Something kind of like that. And I was just kind of thinking like, yeah, but I think potatoes would kind of be like a crutch in a way. Like, if you just try to sustain off of potatoes, I don't know. That just doesn't sound good to me. Like the nutrients of it is just not as the nutrients of it is just like not if you just look up the nutrients of potatoes versus the nutrients of steak or something like that, and you look at the vitamins and just like the I guess like the protein, the calories. um I don't know, I just could just kind of imagine like Yeah, like they could have had potatoes, but would that really be preferable? It's almost like a yeah, like a crutch or something, like it's like a backup. That's kind of what I think of it as. Like I think if I was really in like a desperate situation where I absolutely couldn't eat any meat, there's a chance that I would maybe eat something else. Um, and the reason I say that is because it's like I actually don't know. I guess like a vegan diet can kind of like prolong a person's life. Um, I want to say I would think that like carnivores would actually live longer than like vegans. Um, like um, a lot of vegans think that a vegan diet would actually make them live longer, which is kind of unfortunate. But like the way I kind of like see a vegan diet is like it's like a fast. It's like a fast from uh, meat and animal products and stuff like that. And a vegan diet just doesn't like a vegan diet just really doesn't um, I don't think it provides like enough nutrition, and it is I guess the way that I'm thinking of it is like I feel like a vegan diet would kind of be like it might make you live longer, but it would kind of be like a prolonged death or something. And then I was having like another idea where it was like if I was or my ancestors were to come across like a deer or something like a any kind of ruminant like kind of like a prey animal or something like that. Um, and the ancestor was like, sorry, I got the burps from the San Pellegrino. If the ancestor were to come across this animal or whatever, and it had to choose, do I take this animal's life and live longer, or do I let the animal live and continue to like starve or something like that? And it's like I feel like taking the animal's life in a way is like choosing life. I feel like it's like you're taking the life or something like that. um it's kind of a weird like what's it called, it's like a psychic alchemical idea or something of like taking the life from another life force, or taking the life force or something. I think like when I eat something like meat or like one time I was eating beef heart, and I was thinking of like a video game where they get like that heart or whatever, and it restores their health points or whatever. It was like I don't know why, but it just kind of felt like that to me. Like that's just it's what I thought about. Like um, it's like I don't know, you know. It's just it's healing the animal, um, like all the tissue and all the flesh and stuff. It's like the perfect building blocks for creating more tissues and you know, to heal and build muscle and stuff like that. Like you fucking eat muscle and you build muscle. Like I don't know. It's like a fucking I'm getting this opened up. Um, it's like a fucking I guess it is kind of like a video game, maybe, or something like that. I think it is kind. It's like a choice, though. Um, like choosing life, or I don't know. It's like you don't kill the animal. At least you think you're not gonna. You're at least you think you're saving the animal if you choose not to kill it. Um, Not saying this is the truth every time, but it's um, like I think a good goal of like a hunter, like I was listening to Cameron Haynes or Joe Rogan, both of them or something, and they're saying like they train really hard to hunt to really give the animal the most like humane death as possible, or like painless death as possible, to be very accurate, so they can have like a quick death kind of thing. Um, and That compared to like a violent death of like a predator killing it, or it dying of like disease, or like um, whatever else, basically, it's like perhaps like a really skillful hunter would really be the better option. And so and choosing to not eat the animal, like choosing to not eat animals, I feel like is in a way not choosing life. I think a lot of people are probably like disagreeing, like gut reaction, like disagreeing with what I'm saying. But I guess it's like choosing your kind of fate or something like that. Um, I guess like in a way that would be like giving your life to animals, but um, it's like it is another form of sacrifice. Um, but I want to say that it's kind of like an ethical crime almost, because it's like um, because it's kind of like squandering your own potential or something like that. Um, I don't know. It's like here's what it is. I think it's like I want to excuse me, I'm fucking burping, but I think I would like to be strong for my family, or like be, you know, a strong link, I suppose. And I heard someone say it one time, they transitioned from being vegan to, I think they just went full fucking carnivore. I forget who, I don't know who, I don't know, but someone, it was like an ex-vegan story, and they were basically like, I had to start eating animals because I had to be strong for my family. And they're talking about how they're trying to find collagen supplements via plant products, and they just were unsuccessful in doing it right. And it's like a lot of people seem to not be able to do it right, in the sense that it's like really being optimal, and you know um, I want to say living to the fullest or something like that. Like I think when I choose to do this carnivore diet thing, I am I don't even know how the fuck I started it. I just challenged myself to do it, but like I feel like I have a lot of underlying reasons why I want to do it, and um, energy, like better energy, to not be in pain or something like that, to like avoid health issues or to help with health issues, to just kind of like some people, it's weird because it's like carnivores I feel like have a lot of the same reasons that vegans do, um, for doing their diet, like ethical reasons, um, in regards to like treating animals, then health reasons, um, what else? Physique, to improve their fucking physique, to like lose weight, fucking get in good shape. Um, Spiritual reasons, meant like mind, body, and spirit kind of thing. Just trying to like get all those aligned, and I do think diet and lack of diet too, such as fasting, can have mind, body, and spirit effect. Um, like um, yeah, basically just trying, like I feel like for some reason I feel like there's a strong connection there when it comes to diet and I guess like lifestyle. Some people would say that their lifestyle, they don't worry about diet and they just get after it, they just fucking do it. But for me, I feel like once I get my diet good, it helps me to feel better. Like, um, I went to attempt a 100-mile ultra marathon. I only got to about 30 miles, but I felt like the shitty diet that I had was, uh, it was like a big obstacle. Like, I felt like it would be too much of a detox or something to run that 100-miler. Or that, I felt like if I cleaned my diet up and cleaned myself out, basically, that it would make the ultra marathon without so much of a fucking price, I guess. Yeah, something like that. And there's like vegan ultra marathon runners, which is interesting. Um, there's one of them who has a fucking podcast. I forget his name, but it's like the standard American diet. Okay, here's one thing I was thinking about actually. Is like the standard American diet is the most fucked up diet, and then it's hard to say which is worse actually, because I haven't done the vegan diet, but it's like I don't know what's worse, the standard American diet or the vegan diet. Um, but it does seem like when people make the transition to veganism, a lot of times is from the standard American diet, is that they notice that it's better. But it's like what I'm trying to say is like it's like fucking standard American diet, veganism down here, and then the fucking carnivore is like the fucking actually I meant to reverse that, like fucking at the top of the pyramid is like the fucking the carnivores, I guess, like um it's kind of weird that I just fucking said that, but like I guess what I mean by that is in terms of like how it may uh, as far as I know, the carnivore diet is like the carnivore diet with fasting is like as good as dieting gets in my experience, but I had one experience where it was kind of fucked up, but I think I did a fast or something, and then I ate like some ribeyes, I think, and maybe like I ate a bunch of cookies or something, and I think I had such a crazy fucking carb load from that it made me feel like really strong with my bike or something. Like I felt like I just had like a surge of fucking energy, and I get. I think though it's like yeah, that was a really good experience, but it's like I feel like I get really close to that more often if I'm just eating meat, to where it's like that one experience was like a rare one, and a lot of times I'm just really fatigued, or yeah, like fatigued, or just groggy, and just kind of like uh, I don't know, feel not the best, like good energy, like not good energy when I eat more closer to a standard American diet, or like some, include more carbs and stuff. Um, but yeah, I feel like this is just how I get my energy um, good. There's a time where I felt like my energy was shit a few days ago, but I feel like that's just part of the adaptation. Like I'm gonna kind of suffer energy wise for like um, till I like get it dialed in, I guess. Like um, but there's other times like after that I had really good energy. Like I felt like a fucking wolf that was like fast, like a fasted carnivore or something, and doing and like running, and just like I don't know, like my running felt much more swift or whatever. Um, so I feel like my physique is changing. Like the protein helps. The lack of water weight helps. Um, but yeah, I'm just not really sure what direction to like go in with this diet, or like yeah, this diet right now, because I feel like there's different modes. And what I mean by that is like sometimes I feel like if I eat like a good, or like a kind of like a maintenance, or just like a bit above maintenance, or something like that, I feel like I can get really good energy, in the sense that it's like I wouldn't mind doing some heavy lifting or something like that, or doing um, exercise, like that intense, high intensity exercise or whatever. And then um, huh, maybe if I like kind of plan a workout, so maybe like I don't know, I don't know like which fucking if I want to just try to eat a lot like at maintenance, or if I should really kind of ease back and just be at a deficit, and just kind of uh, get more into like fasting and stuff, to like lose weight, to be lighter and stuff, um, or if I should just kind of like be like a fucking turn more into like a fucking hulkish or some shit. I don't fucking know how to explain it. I just had a fucking vision of like Arnold Schwarzenegger doing some sprints, and they turned him into a meme, and I don't know. I was just thinking of that. Speaking of Arnold, like I was watching a video of him back in the day, and what he ate was actually really reminiscent of like a fucking carnivore diet. Like they're saying that if they caught anyone eating carbs, like they'd go out to all the lifters and stuff, they'd go out to eat, and if they saw anyone like eating carbs and stuff, they'd like bust them. They'd say, which basically means like talk shit probably, but yeah, I'm not really quite sure. Um, Analyst paralysis or torture genius or whatever the fuck, where it's like, I don't know what the fuck to do, and it's like, just fucking do it, just do it all, okay, shut up. Like, I don't know. I did some running today. I'm wondering if I should get into like like I think I should just start with simple body weight exercises and stuff, like just kind of do whatever exercise comes to mind or whatever. Like I, I randomly just busted out and started doing jumping jacks like today. Um, I don't know. Um, I want like I guess thinking of like a routine or something like that. Cause one time I tried to do like 100. It's like 200 push-ups a day. I tried to do it for 30 days. I only got to like day 14 or something. But something like that. I don't know if I want to just start getting on the strength side of things, just for the sake of it being winter and kind of keeping that mass or whatever, or developing like my running abilities by like losing weight and stuff, and um, I guess I think it's possible to do both. Maybe like well, the thing is actually is like honestly right now it's I think it's difficult for me to eat maintenance calories because I eat like 4,000, like over 4,000 calories, um, or like I don't eat, but it's like my Fitbit. I don't know how fucking accurate this thing is. If you guys think these things are junk, let me know, because this thing tells me I need like 4,300 calories a day or something to maintain, and from all the walking I do, like I think I walk like 7 miles a day average, or 13 miles a day. Like it kind of like some days I don't do that much. Some days I'll get in like half a marathon, and then there's that one off day where I'll do like fucking 30 miles or something. But yeah, I'm not sure if I should just kind of get get like a push-up routine going, or kind of just spending time at the gym probably would be good. Another thing though is like I feel like I I'm trying to figure out how to make a living with what time I have, um, outside of work, and even inside of work. I kind of think about it like maybe I'll um, have some creative thoughts while at work, but I kind of feel like I think work is good for me right now. It keeps me active, um, like on my feet. Um, I'm kind of thinking honestly, as of recent, is like I'm trying to improve the quality of like my life as such, like my body, and just kind of like getting into like a good diet and good energy and stuff. And I think like something like that can actually kind of make my job more enjoyable, because it's like then I can just kind of get in that mode or something. Like I was at work or whatever, and I was loading like a shopping cart or something, like like loading groceries or fucking some shit like that. And everyone around me was getting stressed the fuck out, and I was just thinking of like fucking like being in war or something like that. And I was thinking of Goggins in my dreams. One time he told me, he's like, "You're a warrior, don't hide it." And I never really thought of myself as a warrior, but in my dreams, like he said that shit to me, and so like I was thinking like I'm a warrior, and it felt like I was like in war or some shit, and it was like everyone around me was like panicking, and they're just like, "Oh, I'm getting tired now." People start getting tired, and they're getting worn by like all the stress coming in. But it's like being able to like recognize that thing where like it's like your team or whatever is kind of falling apart, and you just have to be the one that is like um maybe even enjoys it, like that person who gets into that fucked up mentality of like time to shine, motherfuckers, like this is it, like that kind of shit. um um I don't know, because there's a thing too where it's like if I'm suffering and I'm enjoying it, like I'm going for a run and I have a smile on my face, and you're just there in your car and you're sitting and you're stressed and you're pissed, and just outraged, and you're just sitting, like you're not even working hard. Like it's kind of this idea too, it's like nobody cares, work harder. Cameron, like that's Cameron Haynes, a quote by Cameron Haynes. And I think kind of something about that. And Goggins is like, anytime I'm stressed I get after it. And like there, I think um yeah, I don't know. I think that there's just a thing where it's like, um, how can you be like upset when you just see someone loving the grind of it? I don't know. It's weird, but I don't know. I feel like I have to address veganism again. Like I don't fucking know why. I can be friends with vegans. I can love vegans. I just feel like um, I don't agree with their choice or whatever, that kind of thing, where it's like, I think there's a better way. Um, that's all it is. Like, um, I kind of do joke about veganism sometimes. Like, I don't know. I say I eat vegans because technically I think I do, because, like, I eat ruminant animals and they're vegans for the most part. Uh, and, I don't know. But, like, yeah, it's just kind of, I want to see people in good health, I don't like to see people sacrificing their health for something, for an ideology, and, um, I just like to see people thrive and be happy, and, um, it kind of pains me to think of someone, maybe even having issues and just kind of putting on a front that they're happy. Fuck, that could even be me right now, is like putting on a front. But like, um, when like someone going through issues, I guess, and kind of burying it, and I don't know, it's kind of weird. Um, like I just hear a lot about how a lot of vegans and stuff, they have like digestive issues. Sometimes it just kind of makes their issues worse and they can't find solutions. It's like a thing where it's like they just have, or people in general, like they have serious problems and they think that they're just doing the best they can. And I think that's correct. They're doing the best they can, but it's like, here's the thing: is like, it becomes a choice if you know the solution. Like, and I think a lot of people don't know the solutions, and sometimes they view the solution as like something that could actually make it worse. So it's like, sometimes the solution, you're so unsure about everything that it, and you don't want to make anything worse. You don't want to take any risks. You know, you want to just be careful. You know, if you have cholesterol issues, eating meat, people want to avoid eating fucking red meat, and people have issues with like sodium, they want to avoid adding sodium. You know, they don't want to end up in a fucking hospital. I get it. Um, and I think that, I don't know, it might be fair for them to just, you know, I don't know. It's like, I think some people are kind of like, I want to say like afraid or something of here's the thing. Perhaps it's not afraid, but it's like, I was feeling sick the other day from, I don't know what precisely caused it, but I think it was a mistake I made. Whether it be just kind of poor quality meat, or uh, the cayenne pepper or something like that, or just eating too much or something. I don't know. Uh, it was why the fuck did I bring up that me feeling sick the other day? I'm just so fuck. I like totally lost that idea. Um, I'll hopefully get fucking back to it. But yeah, like, being sick like that. I I really didn't like that. I feel like I don't want to pressure people into like doing any kind of diet, because it's like, why would I pressure someone to go through a trial by fire kind of thing? Like, I think people have to have their own choice, and, you know, their decisions, their own sovereignty. I believe that people can have aligned decisions and, you know, values, I suppose. People can have aligned values, but yeah, it's like, I think sometimes people will like view something like, say, carnivore diet or fasting, or what else? I don't know, like, I think I think the carnivore diet can be misrepresented, or like like, there's almost like this mainstream kind of like shock that people get from the idea of like a carnivore diet, like an animal based diet, like a meat only diet or something like that. There's like a shock about that. Like, um, people would think that it would fuck up your health, that it would fuck up the environment. You know, it's like, people don't see that as a solution, they actually see it as a problem. And it's so fucking weird to just kind of like, uh, I guess I want to say like, deprogram people, or make them, uh, yeah, it's like, how the fuck do you deprogram people from like their brainwashing? Like, like, people come out of fucking med school, or whatever. You know, people come out of, there's fucking doctors, you know, that will just straight up tell you things that will actually fuck you up. Like, seriously. Um, Doctors can really fucking harm people's health, and um, I I think Dr. Paul Saladino said it best. I'm not gonna throw. Okay, I personally am not gonna throw the baby out with the bathwater when it comes to doctors. That meaning that there's going to be situations where doctors are necessary and useful and helpful and a fucking godsend, okay? But there's also times where a doctor can, uh, like, prescribe, like, a drug or something that actually makes the problem worse. Uh, like, I don't believe in statins. I don't believe in all this shit with, like, like type 2 diabetes. I think that shit's like totally fucking like reversible a lot of the times. Not saying every time, and not saying anyone should go jump into anything, but it's like I just think there's some issues that are like people can reverse completely with you know maybe like a fucking carnivore fucking diet. Like, I think a carnivore diet could actually reverse uh, some issues that are, you know, it can help with issues. I feel like sometimes, like, if people have autoimmune issues, it can just help with all kinds of fucking shit. I'm not saying that it's a cure all, but it's like a fucking damn, it's a damn good, like, I want to say it's just like, I think it like reduces the complexity of things. Um, I think it reduces the complexity of issues sometimes because it's like, um, if I'm having an issue um, with like anything being sick or whatever, I feel like it's easier to like troubleshoot the issues. Like, if I'm feeling sick, I can go to a community of like lots of fucking people. I can look into the forums. I can just like see if anyone's had similar fucking issues or whatever. See what kind of advice that. See the range of advice, and um, not saying that to use fucking the internet as like a fucking doctor or anything, but like, uh, so I don't know, like. I think the internet can be something to consult with, I guess, or something like that, which helps. And I think people should like consult with the internet. And what I mean is like forums, chats, other people reaching out to fucking other people. There's doctors that people can fucking reach out to uh, on the internet, and I do that sometimes. Um, and yeah, like I reached out to Dr. Paul Saladino and was asking him, how can I stick to the carnivore diet? And he was just like, well, he was saying some people find it easier to stick to it if they incorporate some low toxicity plant foods. And that was actually surprising to me that he said that, but he said squash, rice, tropical fruits, things of that nature. And I like took on his advice, but I honestly didn't really feel like it made anything click. It didn't just make a smooth transition. I don't know. I feel like it could have made a smooth transition. Maybe I just didn't do it right. But I just feel like for me, I just had to tough it out, honestly, and commit to 30 days and be prepared to have some salt ready, have good steaks ready, just kind of like try to fast and just, I don't know, go through it. And I don't know. So I've been fucking talking about diet for this entire fucking time. But here's one thing though, is like people gonna steer the ship a little bit into kind of opening up to what's possible, or to the idea of anything being possible. And it's like I think sometimes we really don't know what's possible, and like possible solutions to things, or even considering solutions to things, I don't know, being able to kind of feel out your own needs and wants and stuff, to focus on yourself in that regard, and to I don't know, pay attention to what you need, I guess. um Under trying to understand your issues and stuff, um not dwelling on pain or anything like that, but I heard my buddy made a fucking post on Facebook. It's like a Bible quote or something, and he was saying something about believing in God, to believing that God will make things right and stuff like that. And that kind of thing of just trying to make things right, or looking forward to things becoming or being made right, or whatever. Just um, it's I think Dr. Joe Dispenza or some shit. I forget his name, but he's basically saying something about pray as if it has already happened. And I think people kind of live with things not being right, and being able to pray on things being right or something like that, or becoming right, or just um, I don't know. I guess I found that to be of value. Um, what else? I do kind of feel I don't know. I don't know what's coming first, the chicken or the egg here, but it's I just feel as of recently I've been doing pretty good. I don't know if the carnivore diet is helping me like spiritually or some shit right now, but it's lately I've just been feeling pretty good. Um, I'm gonna end off with that. I hope you guys have a super blessed day. Take care, fucking. I have all the fucking love. Um, I don't fucking know. Peace out, y'all. Bye, everybody.